Yes.
I love it, man. What's going
I
on, man?
respect it. I didn't think he was gonna come back. I respect it.
I respect him for coming back too. It's all about clarification, Jack. You know what I'm saying? That's all it is, right? Ain't nobody over here arguing or bickering in the background, man. It's getting a perspective about this shit, man. Getting understanding, man. You know, a lot of shit get done in blasphemy, man.
I really want perspective of a stepper to come in. I want to see what my bro been learning.
For sure.
I really want perspective of a stepper to get on him. I'll bring you back up. I really want perspective of a stepper to get on him.
That's the Toko brother, right? You know the
Easy Teddy.
yeah.
That's Easy Teddy. Let me see. Let me see if Easy Teddy gonna get on him. Easy Teddy versus. Let me see. Where King is a man. Where King is a man. Where King is a. All right, there go King is a.
There he is. What's going on, gentlemen? What's going on?
What it do? What it do?
Man, I should getting to understand it, man. That's all. You know, that's it.
There we go.
All right.
Easy Teddy. Easy Teddy.
Hey,
We can't hear you, bro.
got a little bit of static, bro.
Easy Teddy. Oh, yeah, we can't hear. We can't hear.
Yeah.
In the
Yeah, we
Matrix.
can't hear. We can't hear. Uh-oh. So King Ism,
Honey,
do you feel like you're more of a Mac?
I feel like I'm more of a Mac. No. Although a while ago, some ism told me that a pimp can Mac, but a Mac can't pimp. I think the nigga that told me that might be in this slide. Let me see.
Okay, so how you feel about that?
That a pimp can Mac, but a Mac can't pimp. A Mac gonna break on anybody. A pimp only gonna break on hoes. But
Okay,
if a
but
pimp ain't got no hoes, he can revert to Mac and break on anybody till he gets that hoe. So it makes
okay,
sense
so
to me.
so hypothetically speaking, do you have hoes?
Right now. Nope.
Yes. Okay, so you're not the pimping, right?
Correct. No ing.
Okay, no, so you're not act. Okay, so now you're just a pimp, right? A non-active pimp. So you're really
Correct.
just not even a pimp because pimp is just pimp knowledge. A pimp doesn't come alive unless it has the ing.
I could respect that. And I agree.
Okay, so now we realize that you're not a pimp.
Got that out of
Till I,
the way, you know.
till I knock another hoe, I'm not a pimp.
Okay, until right, exactly. So
You can
now,
never take the pimp out of the pimp. You can
no, you
take
could
the
never take
active.
the knowledge out of the man. You can't take the knowledge from the man. You have the knowledge, but until you can apply the knowledge, that's when you'll be pimping, right?
I
So you're just
definitely
a
agree with
man.
that.
Okay, so now we've established you're not a pimp. So see, he's not a pimp. So don't use him as an example for pimps because he's self-admitted not a pimp. You know, and I respect it because you respect the game. You see what I'm
It's
saying?
a good
And
thing,
that's
and you ain't got. And the beautiful thing about it is, man, you ain't got to abide by all the
it's
rules and all the connotations. You know, you do what you want, man. You know what I mean? You got less obligations over your head. You know what I mean? You don't got to understand too much, man, because you can just mac around it. You know what I'm saying? But you know, it only goes so far before you do get a stump in the road that you can't cross. You know, but like you
I'm
said,
gonna
that's
have a
why
hoe before that happened, pimp.
that's why the Mac got other lines of work too. You know what I'm saying? And you know, break on square bitches and all that shit too. I
I'm gonna
guess.
have a hoe before I need to do all that, pimp.
Yeah, well, like you said, you just admitted that. You know,
But
you
while
don't
I
fit
was
that.
pimping, I put myself in a position of where I ain't gotta compromise my values for $1. I can get to the next hoe and get back pimping.
Yeah, it sounds good. You know, like it sounds good. You know what I mean?
It
It's
always
good.
sounds
It's
good.
good. And
It's
I'm
all
not saying,
about
you
the
know what I
action
mean?
of it. I'm more of an action person anyway, so you feel me? It could look
Yeah,
good, but it only is if you're doing it, man.
yeah, yeah, yeah. when you have an understanding, you speak the understanding. You know what I mean? You speak the clarification. You answer with the right answer. You know, and just until that happens, you can't really, label yourself as something that you're not. Man, it's a certain critique of minimal amounts of knowledge you have to, say that you part of that congregation. You know what I'm saying? It's nothing to laugh at. I'm not clowning. You know what I'm saying? Like, I'm not clowning you. You taking it? If you taking this as me clowning you, then like, you gotta fuck up. That ain't, at
For
all.
sure. For sure, Pete.
You know what I'm saying? Like, do you? You know what I'm saying? It's just like, just don't do it in blasphemy. You know what I'm saying? That's all. You know what I mean? You over here, you're on the VIP, you know what I'm saying? You're on the vicious VIP, man. You know what I'm talking about, man? We're gonna chop it and pop it, man. We're gonna get to it. You know what I mean? Like it's a real understanding of this shit. So like that's why when you quick default and point out criticisms out on social media, just make sure you working on your own. You know what I'm saying? That's all.
All the time, Pete.
That's all. Take a lot to do in this shit, man. It's like my partner, man, especially the gentleman you whose platform you on, man. You talking to a legend out here, bro. You know what I'm saying? Legend, like behind it, outside of this little bullshit, where motherfuckers act like they step out and all that part and all that bullshit. Like, nah, Mo, we out there, bro. Like we known out there in the community. You know what I'm saying? As far as just like being outside, man. From division to division, demographic to generation, man. You know what I'm saying? Like we do it, man. You know what I'm saying? So at the end of the day, it's like when my partner's sitting here having to go back and forth and what I'm saying, pretty much decipher what you just not willing to say. It's like, man, just show that much respect. And then when you say, yeah, nigga, like you gotta be like with that, it's like if you know somebody for like 10 years, that's your brother, that might slip out, right? But like if you introducing or speaking to somebody, especially a gentleman of this congregation, you would never say that, right? You know what I'm saying? You just say, oh yeah, P this and that. Oh yeah, man. Or you know what I'm saying? You just wouldn't say that. You would differentiate. You got to give the game its title. You know what I'm saying? You got to give its representatives their titles phonetically when you speak. You did what I'm saying? That's a part of the game, Jack. The structure of communication, man, the respect. You know what I'm talking about? Everybody take it for like, oh, you dick riding, da. Y'all ain't never had to be in the field with each other. You ain't never had to be out there on the blade. You got gang members and everybody else trying to rob you, all that type of stuff. Well, you think these bitches was out here paying busters? You think these bitches was just out here paying nobodies that ain't finna pull up?
Oh, I done dealt with it.
You know what I'm saying? Nigga done been through this, man. You know what I'm saying? We about that Versace Valley, Jack, that 818, man. We're saying, hey, man, where the rent can't come too late, man. You know what I'm saying? It's expensive out here, man. You know what I'm talking about?
I'm
Like,
out that
for real,
thing.
man.
I know about it. It's probably my favorite play.
For real, man. You got to just, just get it, give respect, man. Etiquette, as they say, man. Game etiquette, man. You know what I'm saying? Like,
understood.
Man, over here,
I could
you
dig
got
it.
to, what other platform are you gonna go on, right? Like right now, you call yourself wanting to be part of this congregation and this lifestyle. What other platform are you gonna go to hear shit like this? Because
I usually just go outside and congregate with isn't P. I usually don't be on social media. You feel me? I saw you was up in here. You feel me? We've had a little history in the past. You probably don't remember. So, I figured I'd slide through and see what's up with the Pimp.
Oh, man, it's all love, bro. You know what I'm saying? I wish you the best. I hope you win the lottery tomorrow, Jack, and I hope you and your family get everything that you want. You know what I'm saying?
Same to you.
What I'm saying? It's just clarification on the game, man. That's all it is, man. Like, when a motherfucker give you a better understanding of something, even if it may not be what you want to hear, at the same time, bro, it's the honesty. You know what I'm saying? And the honesty gonna keep you out of a bad situation later on. You know what I'm saying? Because this shit get thick. You know what I'm saying? Real thick. You know what I'm saying? They gonna test you. You know what I'm saying? Gonna test the bitch too.
Now, King-ism. You know there's a difference between a wise king and a foolish king, right?
Yes, I do.
And you know that kings do get their kingdoms overthrown, right?
I do.
Okay, so just because you got king in front of your name, make sure you're doing kingly things.
Absolutely, P. I appreciate the co-pool.
Okay.
Facts.
So let me ask you, King. So what's your so what do you like to do like for a hobby? Like do you rap, do music, do you build? You know what I mean? Like what do you like to do?
I do music.
Okay. Do you rap or produce? Like what do you do?
Mainly I was producing, but I rap too. You know.
Okay. Okay.
Gotta do something.
Now outside, okay, so like what's your dream, right? Like outside of pimping, what would be like something that, you could see yourself successful in?
Great question, man. Great question.
What I'm doing.
Now he said
Okay.
outside. You listen to what he said. He said outside of
I
what.
mean, because if you say what you're doing,
You
right?
do recall
Because
that
if
I
you
said
say
I
what you're
took my
doing,
whole money and put it into a business. I started a record label. The record label made
okay.
its money.
Okay.
Currently doing that real time right now in a nice position with it. So, that was my dream. And the game made that dream a reality.
Well, it's not really a reality because you haven't seen success in there, right? Or you just want to open it.
I've seen more success than most people have seen, and I'm more successful than I thought I would be. Now
I mean, when you say most people, you
say, my bad, one second.
I look at it like this.
Go ahead.
1 second, man. When you say you've seen more success than most people, like you mean most people on the face of the earth?
I mean, most people in the music industry, because the people that you see and that are famous, that's a small
So
Jay-Z, Kanye West.
Is your net what's the record label net worth? What are you 2.5, 3 million, 4, 5 million? What is it?
Nah, I'm not in the end yet, but my dream and my goal was to be able, before I was in the game, was to be able to sustain my life off of music. I didn't have to be famous, didn't have to be that nigga, you feel me, that didn't care about that, as long as I knew I never had to go get a job.
I understand that, but you say you've had success in the music industry more than most. Like more than most means
I got
that
signed in 2015. Most people don't have deals. I got my record label a major distribution deal in 2015. Most people can't say that.
What was the what was the amount, if you don't mind me asking?
I denied the money up front to keep my publishing. I got a 75-25 split. And
well, if you got a distribution deal in music, that wouldn't necessarily mean you have to sacrifice your publishing either.
Well, Empire was they was with Empire, it was take it or leave it. You can take this deal. I countered. I want distribution. Okay, we'll give you this budget and we want this percentage. Or how much if I don't take the budget? Well, you can keep your master, keep your publishing. I want that deal.
All right. Okay. So in all that doing, you know what I mean? Like what have you grossed net income off of the rap industry, if you don't mind me asking? Like what's that, what's that check every year?
To be honest, the check's probably around 6 figures, but I never really gave it 100% focus because I never took it serious. My question is, I use my record label to put my niggas that weren't in the game. You say that one more time.
How can you not give the numbers 100% focus in a record label?
I got taxes. I just put I spent $73,000 on the record label last year. I mean, I do my taxes. I got my tax return.
You got to be on top of that stuff because I
like speaking numbers, shit. You feel me? Because I'm still in.
You got to be careful. You just don't want to get out of it. You got to be careful with the numbers.
My nigga. Yeah.
So that takes a lot of time. You know what I'm saying? Like, going out there, starting a label, doing the grassroots and all that, and you're making whatever 6 figures or whatever. But I mean, a slow hoe gonna give you that and more. You know what I'm saying? So it's like,
absolutely,
I get all that.
Which is why I never took it serious. You feel me? I just try to put my niggas on. My niggas in great positions. My young brother, my little brother up under Dre right now. You feel me? Mission accomplished. I want to get Pimpin.
That might be a little bit of an obstacle for you, but the macking is always there too, though, man. Just do you. Don't try to, put the P on it, man. You know what I'm saying? Just Just you know, you ain't got to live by all that. It's too much. It's too much.
I don't live for the title, like you just said. I live for me, but I know being me and doing me, I can't deal with nothing but a hoe. Period.
Yeah,
I can't. Yeah. I tried even the square bitch, and I turned her out 3 in a row. Say, you know what? Fuck trying to. I'll just keep it pimping. The game won't let me go.
What's your perspective on that, Shove?
What?
What he just said, I guess.
What a non-pimp? What's my perspective of what a non-pimp gotta say?
Yeah, I guess, yeah.
I ain't got nothing. I ain't got nothing. Oh, but if I could ask him this now, as far as business, right? Is the music business, you know, nowadays, right? Is the music business a lucrative business to get in?
Very high risk business. Fucking, what's the percentage of failure?
Like, baby. Is music business a lucrative business nowadays, like it was in the early 2000s?
In the early 2000s, a nigga could get up a bag many different ways. Nowadays, they cut all that shit out. So unless you're playing with a bag, it's not lucrative at all.
Right. So basically, do you think that you made a wise investment? Because truth be told, you haven't gained any money from your music, right?
That is not true.
Okay. So have you profited any money? Have you profited any money from the music?
Yes.
Okay. And what avenue?
In the production, in the publishing, in the sales, in the
okay. So let me ask you. Okay. So your checks come every week?
Every day.
Really?
Correct.
Okay, because I always thought with music, checks come like quarterly.
My royalties come quarterly, but like I said, I own my label. I kept my mastering. I kept my publishing and built my own machine.
Okay, your masters. What, you rapping?
Correct.
Okay, so where do you sell your music?
It's everywhere. Empire handle that.
Okay, so where can I buy your music right now?
iTunes, Spotify.
Okay, now what's your name? What's your rap name, or what? Is it rapping or singing or production? What?
One of the reasons I'm in here on my burner is to keep that shit low. Because when I tell you,
okay, but he wants to reference your analytics. He wants to see what.
No, I don't. I want to buy his album.
Oh,
support him.
Go to KOHustle.com. KAYO Hustle.
KO Hustle, and I can buy your album.
.com. You can buy all of them.
Okay, are you gonna get all the money?
Every dollar.
Every dollar. So you don't pay anybody nothing.
I pay credit card processing fees.
Okay, great. Okay, KO. Okay, buy your music. Boom. Okay, now how are you gold?
You said what?
How many records have you sold? Or are you streaming? Music is streaming now, right?
Honestly, bro, I stopped counting and reporting and keeping track.
You stopped counting the numbers.
After I hit 3,100 for tax.
After you said you hit gold? After
I sold 3,100 copies. I stopped counting.
Why would you? Wow. Okay, do you think is that a success or a failure when it comes to music business?
Nowadays, it's actually a success. I qualify for a Billboard chart because they're
nowadays it's
400. Listen, the Billboard charts is only 450 physical units sold to qualify for the chart. I sold.
No, I'm not talking about qualifying at 50. Okay,
nowadays.
Okay, what I'm saying is this: you sold 3,100 copies. Okay,
I reported.
Is that a failure or success when you're competing with Cardi B, Megan Thee Stallion, Nicki Minaj, Jay-Z, Kanye West, Beyonce?
They're all in 90-10 deals, and most of them, they don't make no money until they clear 10 million.
No, we're not talking about money. We're talking about albums sold.
You're talking about success.
No, we're talking about albums sold. Being that it's 3,100 albums sold, a success when it comes to being an artist in the music business.
I would have took their budget and let them
No,
work
could
my
you please answer my
projects,
question,
I would have
Kinyism?
get those
I'm
numbers.
being
Yes,
very
I'm
extremely
saying yes.
respectful.
Yes, it's a success because my dollar flipping over 15 times.
No, we're
Yes,
not talking about money. We're talking about album sales.
why do I put out albums to make money? I don't give a fuck about the charts and the industry and all that. All them
But
niggas
the
are
chart,
weird.
but all that dictates the
I
profits,
give
though.
a
That's
fuck
like how you
about
get
my
the, you know.
profit
No,
margin.
it's
If
still
I spend
it
$1
went
and
from
I make
the
10,
game to the music game. We just
because
switched
that's what
games,
you
y'all. That's all.
asking me. You asking me about the music game, so I'm answering your question.
No,
So
but I'm talking about ask about me though. I'm talking about the comment, brother. I wasn't talking to you at all.
I'm just saying, that's going with the convo, Kim.
I mean, what's
I,
going
I,
with the combo? Please don't call me a pimp. I'm not a pimp. Okay, now. Now back to you. Okay, now look. Now look. Before you could be a pimp, you have to be able to tell the truth.
a man.
Okay, in all aspects of your life, you want to be truthful. Now you know 3,100 albums sold is not a success.
But
And then if you want
300,000
to be honest,
first week
have
is
huh?
300,000 streams. The first week is,
Okay, now how much do people get paid off streams?
man, that shit sucks, bro.
Okay, well then let's talk about it then. How much is 3,000 or the 300,000 streams in money? About $300?
You get a quarter a penny per stream.
Exactly. So how much is 300,000 streams? Streams about $300? Less than that.
Quarter a penny, what? 10,000 is 300. So
Probably like 200, huh?
because I know a million is only like 3 bands. So
Exactly. So 300,000
like
exactly. So that's what I'm saying.
it's like $900, something like that.
Okay, so $300,000. I mean 300,000 streams, right? You made $900 basically in a week.
But
Now you don't think a hoe could do that?
hold on, off of physical sales though. Once again, I pay a penny for 10 units and sold 3,100.
So what does that mean?
Dollar wise, that is a success.
So how much is that?
I reported something like 84 bands. Like I say, I can only talk about what I reported. I reported like
he's talking about the music industry, though, right? And when he asked you, is that a success when you compare yourself to Kanye West,
no,
all these big
No, just in the music industry, period.
in the industry,
guys,
yes, it's a success because I can take that sales report and go into the industry and get a bigger deal and get cash up front because it's proof that I could sell. People aren't selling physical.
With 3,100 units.
People aren't selling physical units. The streams.
Right.
I actually sell physical units. That's because people aren't selling physical units. They made the motherfucking the quota to get it.
You're not selling physical units if your units are being bought online.
Digital download cards, man.
That's not physical.
Yes, it is.
Yes. No, physical is hand to hand. That's digital. Physical is different than digital.
I sell the physical download card with the barcode that allows you to stream and download it from my website. So for tax purposes, it's a digital download.
Okay, so someone needs to see you. So someone needs to see you to buy the physical card?
No, they can buy it online as just a digital download and download it digitally, or you can actually buy the physical card as a collector's item and it'll get shipped to you.
Okay, so then you don't sell physical copies of your album.
It gets counted as a physical sale by SoundScan, by Billboard, by all that.
Okay, so basically, now let me ask you. So one more time, are you rapping or are you producing, or both?
Right now, I'm doing everything.
No, the music that you're doing, are you rapping or producing?
Rapping and producing.
Okay. And producing, okay. See the Rich Blood. Well, y'all probably do music too. do music too. Yeah, right. Have you ever heard of you ever heard of Mossberg?
Old school Mossberg that was working with Sugar Free. That Mossberg.
No, he's working with
Yeah,
DJ
yeah,
Quick.
yeah, yeah, yeah. That Mossberg, Johnny Burns the third. Yeah.
Yeah, I heard of him.
All right, that's right.
TP the Rich Blood.
What's the deal, Pete?
What it do, pig? Now look. Now I know you in the music thing. You know, I know for sure you do your thing. You know, be up to, you know what I'm saying, the radio stations and shit for sure. Now, is 300,000 streams good?
The first week.
Absolutely not.
Absolutely not.
For what caliber of artist? An industry artist or independent artist that is not working with an industry budget?
It doesn't matter. That's not good. It don't matter if you're an independent artist or a mainstream artist. You know what I'm saying? You talking about making money. You know what I'm saying? So that's not making money.
So 3,100 physical units sold the first week to correspond isn't making money, although it's something like 80 bands. Because we all know they pay a quarter of a penny for streamings, but my physical sales, I get every dollar.
TP, I don't believe him.
That's the public record. You can check that shit, bro. It's all in my chart matrix.
No, it's not. Remember, you wasn't trying to expose that, remember?
If your music going so good, why you pimping?
He's not.
I don't have no hoes, P.
Oh, okay.
What DS say? I know DS for sure, and DS, he said a lot of major artists ain't even doing 300,000 streams the first week.
Exactly.
Yeah.
Exactly. That's the
no,
point.
but you're saying exactly, but you're not proving.
I did 300 the first week, my nigga.
How do you know?
My
Prove
analytics.
Prove it.
Go. I told you who I was. You can go pull my chart.
I can't see your analytics.
You can actually. You can chartmetrics.com.
Show your analytics. Can you show them?
I could.
Well, good. Will you?
I do it on that actual profile all day, but not on this one.
Okay, bro. PP, what's the deal, bro?
What's the deal with y'all, man?
How you been?
Oh, man, I've been doing extremely well, dude.
All right, that's my boy Rabbi Rich over there at the top. Rabbi, that's TP. That's Rabbi.
Hey, man, it's a pleasure, guys. Rabbi Rich for the record and the respect, man. What's going on with you?
Off the top, man, TP, man. They told already, you know what I'm saying? He already, you know what I'm saying, laced my full spots and all that. You know what I'm saying? Show me some flicks and all that. So, you know, I'm familiar.
Oh, yeah, man, I can dig it, man. Always respect, man, always.
Definitely, absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah, okay. You know, like I say, yeah, I know TP, what he do with music, you know, thing.
Yeah.
Yeah, man. Well, shit. So, what's on your mind, TP? Talk to him.
Yeah, talk to him. Figure it out.
Man, you know, I'm dealing with, you know, right there, I'm dealing with growth. You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You know that. You know what I'm saying? So,
right.
I'm wrapping my mind around the fact that I'm like, how am I magnet, you know what I'm saying, to these hoes, you know, to these 304s and all that, you know what I'm saying? And I had so much to learn still. I mean, everybody still got so much to learn still, you know what I'm saying? And
yeah.
You know what I'm saying? You know what I'm saying? You never, you know what I'm saying, the wisest man to tell you don't know shit. You know what I'm saying? So, you know what I'm saying? I just went so long. I was thinking I'm pimping for real, right? You know what I'm saying? To get to a point where I'm like, I get around some real pimping or some, you know what I'm saying, some real ism and know the difference. That's why I know the difference, you know what I'm saying? And making mistakes, you know what I'm saying? Making mistakes in the game, you know what I mean? And then it's like common sense. You got common sense, bro. You know what I'm saying? You got literal sense, common sense, logical, you know what I'm saying? I'm like, God damn, I'm fucking up. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, I'm just at that point where I have to reevaluate, you know what I'm saying, myself and my program. You feel me? For the simple fact that for all my women's sake, you know what I'm saying, because they do follow me, you know what I'm saying, they do believe in me, even still, you know what I'm saying, through those mistakes, they still standing with me, you know what I'm saying, so it's my responsibility for as long as they're with me, you know what I'm saying, and a part of my program, they're my responsibility, so it's my job, you know what I'm saying, to correct myself, you know what I'm saying, to learn from the mistakes, so I can be able to teach them the right way, you know what I'm saying, on everything, because like I said, I'm leading them, so I gotta lead by example, and I gotta lead the right way. You know what I mean? So I'm gonna challenge my knowledge too, off the dribble. I'm gonna challenge whatever the fuck I thought I knew. You know what I'm saying? So I can make sure I know the right shit. You feel me? So yeah, that's where I'm at with it right now. That's what's been on my mind.
Well, that's written. Now, you see that kinism? That's reflection. See what I'm saying? That's really taking time to make sure you're doing things right.
And you see how he had no arrogance in his speech. You see how humble he was within the conversation. You know, admitting, humbling yourself. That's another thing too. It's like you gotta humble yourself when you around, you know, other individuals that may have a little bit more, you know, experience or have a little bit more, you know, to show you. You know what I'm saying? Help you out, and that's why you say like, I'm just trying to, you know, work on myself and get better, and that's what it is. Iron sharpen iron, steel sharpen steel. You know, eagles don't fly with buzzards. You know what I'm saying? Like my boy Shove always used to say. You know what I'm saying? So you know, man. At the end of the day, man, you know what I'm saying? Like, that's the way that you get blessed. All that coming in here and I've been pimping for 20 years and I have this bitch here and the wives and and all that. Well, how he came in and it was like, yeah, you know, I got a lot more to learn and all that. That's always the best approach, Jack. You know what I'm saying? Humbleness is always the best, you know what I'm saying, invitation to any situation amongst men of power and caliber. You know what I'm saying? And that's one thing I commend about him, you know. And that's how the game comes to you, Jack. You know, you come off as a gentleman, then another gentleman, you know, will get, you know what I'm saying, get to the nitty gritty with you, man, and maybe, you know, drop some seeds of success in the garden of what you're trying to bring up under your pimping. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's how it is, man. You know what I mean? No more, no less, man, you know.
That's why I'm here, to get sharpened.
Yeah, man. You came to the right place, I'll tell you that.
You know, it's always a treat to be around some real P's, man. Really respecting the game.
This is men with clarity, man. Men with clarity and honesty, Jack. You know what I'm saying? You know, it's all cool to have the fights and a little loud talk. We all get caught up in my damn self from time to time. But when you get to sit down and you speak on, you know, on intellect, Jack, you know, solutions, man, you know, for the problems out here, man. You know, the conversation a little bit more meaningful, actually, a whole lot more. You know what I'm saying? More beneficial, man. You know what I'm saying?
I agree, man. I agree.
It's like everybody on here, like, I don't know, man. We just out here asking questions, man. You know, interviews and all that. Cause I be seeing little comments here and there, like, believe me, man, this ain't no interview, bro. You know what I mean? This ain't it. You know, we just, you know, talk to the people, man. Just, you know, copy perspective, man. So we go, yeah, bro, you know.
Yeah, that.
I tell you, man, you know what I mean?
Hey, can you hear them?
What's happening, P?
That was vicious how I did you, huh?
It was pimping.
That was vicious, nigga. That was vicious. So.
I liked it. That's I'm sitting here was laughing and, you know, really think, because, yeah, that nigga pimping. Okay.
Let me tell you something, bro. I got chopped, man. I got chopped by this nigga show, bro. And I was grateful though. I was proud of that. You know what I'm saying? And I walked away from that. We spent 16 hours. It wasn't even you know what I'm saying? That wasn't even planned till, you know what I'm saying, spend 16 long hours, you know what I'm saying, during that whole little session, you know what I'm saying, just kicking game and all that type of shit. I'm talking about from 9 in the morning to 1 in the morning. what I'm saying? Remember that show? You know what I'm saying? He was like,
That's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
And that, see, you know, and that's the beautiful thing about the game, because it probably felt like 1 hour. You know what I'm saying?
Most
But then
definitely.
that's it. And that's what it is. 16 hours of just chopping and popping and chopping, pimping. Bitches.
And I said that, so I wonder if these niggas realize, you know what I'm saying, that was 16 hours. You know what I'm saying, on the nose. I said, yeah, that wasn't ironic, that wasn't no coincidence.
The
You know what I'm
perspective of
saying?
a stepper getting mad. Look. He's over there bad. So what? We'd had a lot of hours perspective of a stepper. We didn't have plenty of hours. Shit. No, for real. Hey, we now sincerely smooth say we in the Shark Tank. That's vicious, but ain't the killer whale better than the shark?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah, killer whale hunts the shark.
Can a whale even fit in a tank?
Only temporarily. Only temporarily. If the baby
SeaWorld.
or even the tricks.
So
SeaWorld
look,
type shit.
if it's the Shark Tank, it would be the whale what? Ocean or what?
Yeah, it'd be the whale lagoon or something. You know what I'm
Whale
saying?
habitat, nigga.
Got the whale out in the whole ocean, Jack. You know, everyone. You know, Pacific, Atlantic, India. You know what I'm saying? All that Mediterranean Sea, all that. You know,
World.
South Africa, Jack, all that. Cape Cod, all that. Cape Town, all that.
About 24 hours. He making. You want to be 16 with 24. Perspective of a stepper. Perspective of a stepper. Who you try pimping up with for 24 hours? How about 24? Game Golden. Yeah, man. Jordan is a. So look, where's she at? I don't know if she's still in here. So look, Team C, right? Now, respectfully, Team C, right? So when you be like, that's why I don't want to choose Pimp. You know what I'm saying, see? So you just gotta relax, chill. You know, sometimes people be like, man, why is he going off like that? Maybe she sees something that we don't see. You see what I'm saying? But whatever the case is he for sure says she's not a hoe, and he said no. So that would make it really vicious. Because I really can't even give her no points because she said, So that really sounds like the perfect match.
Nah,
y'all can get each other going.
Boyfriend for the girlfriend.
Y'all can get each other going.
I'm saying boyfriend for the girlfriend.
Oh shit, man! Don't kill me
for the square.
What?
never.
Oh my gosh.
Can't do the square, please. Can't do
It could be a hip. It could be a square sharp on all four corners. Right? Ain't no wrong with a square.
Ain't nothing wrong with it, but I can't be something I'm not, P.
I heard that.
Not that's after we find out you the one said that. Look, see, I'll talk to you later. Okay, now let me ask you something. Can you tell me something, right, that's sharp and well rounded?
The Pimpin.
Okay, so you know that's what I'm getting. Remember, sharp on all four corners, right? Means you a square, right? And now we want to stay sharp, right? But then we don't want to be a square. We want to be well rounded. So tell me something that's sharp and well rounded.
The Pimpin.
No. Tell me something literally, an object that's sharp and well rounded.
What's that shit?
If you could think of one of no.
I got it. I just can't think of what it's called.
Hey, Daytona.
It's like the little it's an art pen. You feel me?
It's
Like,
an art pen.
yeah, it's a pencil, but it got a razor at the tip.
Hey, Daytona, you don't come up here? Are you talking about a pencil? He said it was, so it's like a pencil with an eraser at the tip.
No, with a razor. Like, use it to
Oh, I hear what you like. Exacto knife.
I guess that's what it's called.
Hey, Tony, what up, P?
Okay, so sharp and well-rounded. So what's the well-rounded part?
I got one with my fat ass.
No, hold on. What's the well-rounded part?
You probably thinking about the same shit I'm thinking about.
The handle.
The handle's well-rounded?
It's a cylinder. Cylinder's round.
Okay, then what's sharp?
The tip with the razor on it.
Okay, but that's two separate things.
It's one object. They're together.
Well, it's two objects because one is a razor and one is the thing, right?
Tomato.
No, well, it's not. Tomato.
Because if I knew the name of the object,
if tomato was the same, then you wouldn't be able to say tomato.
Okay, but if I knew the name of the object, it would be one name. It wouldn't be two names put together.
Okay, here we go. Can you a pizza cutter? Yeah. That's one.
Okay. See, a pizza cutter, two parts, just like the object I described.
No, a pizza cutter.
That's what I was about to say too.
I was on the same shit. That's the only thing I thought about.
How about a sharp pencil?
Oh God.
See, what I was thinking about is similar to a pencil, sharp and well-rounded. I just don't.
No, you said the tip of it. All you have to do is just say a pencil, sharp pencil.
True.
No, that ain't true.
I was really trying to stick on the name of the object that I'm thinking about.
But you don't know the name. I have to give you the name. Like I have to give you the name.
I didn't even hear you say the name.
I heard you wasn't listening.
See, you proud of that?
No, I heard him say it, but it came out distorted.
So you don't got no bills. C must don't be paying no bills.
I heard you say get you something. I heard you say get you something, but it was distorted. What's it called again, P?
I don't know. I have a pizza cutter. All right, 1 second, team. 1 second, bro.
Hey, you say your name is
C. I don't think C paid no bills, man. She don't got no phone bills, no nothing. She said she don't have money over to nobody.
Bro, how you doing, P? How the fellas doing tonight, man? What's going on?
I want everybody to know. I want everybody to know that this gentleman not just brought up my nigga high heel lieutenant Daytona. You know what I'm saying? Yeah, I know that Daytona's a track, right? If it wasn't for this gentleman, there would be no perspective.
Wow, that's right. That's right.
Now, when we talk about the seed of something, see, it's like if the seed had a seed, you know what I'm saying? What's the seed for the seed, right? That's him. There would be no perspective if there wasn't this gentleman right here.
Hey, babe, salute to you, Jack, on top of it, man.
Man, I appreciate it, man. It's it all started though because we all used to really just chop this shit on a real deep level amongst us, and we had so many good sessions to where it was like, man, we gotta get this to the game. This is bigger than just us.
Of course.
And then the idea was, it was created from there, and it just evolved, man. It was a beautiful thing, though.
That's right.
We never thought it was gonna reach, where it is now. But it's a blessing.
Yeah. It's a couple of, you know what I'm saying? There's a couple of high profile people on here, you know what I'm saying, to fuck with the platform, just outside the community in general, you know what I'm saying? Like established people, in the entertainment industry and all that. You know what I'm saying? Everybody gonna chime in, man. You know what I mean? So it's a good place, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a good vibe, man, because it's the truth from the jump. You know what I'm saying? It's the pureness of it, the unbiased. the unbiasedness. You know, a lot of it, like when I was getting the feel for when I was watching, I didn't understand the whole. I didn't understand it just yet. Then when I seen how he came into fruition, man, and really, really, became something of substance on here, man. You know what I'm saying? Gotta salute it. Can't hate what's great. You know what I mean?
Yeah. Nah, definitely. And see, you got a lot of people that get introduced to the game in a unorthodox way, or a lot of people are self-taught and they don't know that a lot of the things that they're holding in their mind that they feel is valuable is really improper. So it takes for us to come together and really constantly chop it about this shit, man, for niggas to get certain clarity on a lot of their understanding and just their style. You know what I mean? So just me and Shove and learning just the way he was laced and what he came to understand. I mean, it's brought me to a whole nother level of just understanding, man, because it's really levels to this shit. And what people think is pimping, a lot of times that shit be so like disrespectful to being considered an example. You know what I mean? Niggas, what the example is in people's head it be disrespectful to what it really is, though. You know what I mean? So I just really had to learn. You know what I mean? I'm gonna have to really learn from just other people and the way they was brought up in their DMV. You know what I mean? Every city got their own DMV on what they feel is what's licensed and what's right and what's wrong. But we all got to come together and really put this shit all on the table and talk about it, man.
Yeah. I mean, Shove and myself, man, and many others, man, we were doing this in the parking lot, man. And it took to pull up at the right parking lot at the right time on the right day. You know what I'm saying? When the right individuals decide to come out and play all together at the same damn time. Just because you was out didn't mean you had the blessing to congregate amongst the sharp. Yes. You know what I'm saying? The fly is. You know what I'm saying? And got more fly to do, man. Got more shit to accomplish, man. It's like, that's why, like, when you have technology, right? You have, like, a platform like this, you got Instagram, all that, like, a lot of people use this unconstructively. You know what I'm saying? Like, no substance with it, right? Because they don't want to learn anything. They just want to come over here and argue and all that. And I done got myself into it a couple of times. My damn self looking like an idiot. But at the same time, it's like, niggas still catching this little issue on here, whatever, all that type of bullshit. But at the end of the day, like, when you got an open platform like this, man, with VIP shit, man, perspective, man, it's like, it's a big rarity to be able to chop it and pop it like this, man. You know what I'm saying? It's a privilege, man. You know what I'm saying? So, and with the way things are going, with the way, people are moving out here and the people that don't want it to move out here, you got to be very careful on how you do what you do. You know what I mean?
Nah, definitely. You're right, bro. And I agree with you all the way. I really agree with you, P. And see, a lot of people, their understanding, the understanding that they possess that is improper. They've never had somebody that really is fully in tune with this shit the right way, really chop them and open their eyes up to certain things about them that's not intact. And some people run from the shit after it happens, and some people embrace it and appreciate it, and it's refreshing. You know what I mean? And I just, there was certain things that I was doing that was like, above average and that was quality. And then there were a few things that I was unaware of that was holding my pimping from, reaching that next level of just maturity.
Yeah, but I don't mean to cut you off, but at the same time, you was doing that in the process of pimping, though. You know what I'm saying? So it's all right.
Off top. Yeah. And I just didn't know better, like certain little things that I didn't know were really unhealthy, like certain things I was doing that was just unstylish, not even knowing.
Just talking about that same shit.
It took for, the congregation to point it out to me for it to really click. Like, dang, I didn't even look at, you know what I mean, me doing that like that. And I didn't run from it. Like, a lot of people, they try to change the game to fit their comfort zone and fit their perspective on what the game's supposed to be, instead of really learning on, you know what I mean, how this shit was set in stone in the beginning and aligning their style to respect the game. People don't do that no more. So that's why this shit fucked up, man.
Yeah, it
Niggas
is.
try to take shortcuts.
It is shortcuts and all that. You know, see now in this day and age of technology, right? Everything is tainted bullshit, right? It's all a figment of an imagination of real reality, right? So with that being said, back in the day, man, we talk about the 70s, we talking about the 80s, the 60s. When it really came to choose, right, there was a lot less distractions out there. So you know what I'm saying? Like the game was always looked at as the upper echelon of the street. You know what I'm saying? Like even when you look at like just how much everybody was making and all that. Like man, I'm telling you, man, in the good old in the time when you really had to make your name, bro, the money really came. You know what I'm saying? The success really came, man. You know what I'm saying? Because you're literally out there, you know, doing what you have to do to speak it into existence. You know what I'm saying? But nowadays, man, everybody gets this crutch of this technology, man, and they're not really like using it to their benefit. You know what I'm saying? Like they playing with it. You know, like if you take some of these old veteran bitches and if they grew up with the technology that they have now, oh man, they would have done that much more. You know what I'm saying? Because you just reached the world. You know, but it's just yeah, man, it's just too bad, man. It's too bad. It's too bad. You know.
You want to know what I've been like really noticing like a lot lately, and like when I was home, you know, cause you know when I was home, I wasn't really paying attention to it as much, cause overall I had, you know, pretty quality, you know, pimps around me. I never really had, you know, niggas around me that was just off track. You know what I mean? But I'm starting to really see that you know, when the game really puts niggas through certain spiritual tests to really see, like, you know, if this game is really in you. A lot of niggas is scared to really dig deep inside their soul, make the adjustments that they pimping needs to make, and rise to the occasion, man. You know what I mean? Niggas is running from this shit. Niggas is you know, trying to justify lack of pimping and running out of pimping. You know what I mean? And trying to make sense of it. And it's just niggas don't really have that spirit to want to learn how to overcome obstacles so they can, you know, create more depth to their understanding on being able to coach and lead. You know what I mean? Niggas want to take shortcuts when it starts storming and when the hurricane comes. You know what I mean? And it's just like me. I've always, every time the game really challenged me and you know, quicksand really tested, you know what I mean, my soul. I mean, I never ever got discouraged and gave up on the game or try to run from the game. Like I always got excited to overcome the challenge every time. But a lot of niggas is just experimenting, P. I'm seeing that a lot of niggas is experimenting and they just going through a phase. This is not something that they really believe in and what they really enjoy. That's just what I'm seeing.
And that phase, and what they don't understand is the legal ramifications for that of fucking up when you doing your phase is going to be decades. You know what I'm saying? It's going to cost you decades for your phase. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, that's why I suggest, man, get out the way for a lot of them, you know, because they don't know what they're doing. They don't know what they're doing with these women, man. They're destroying lives. You know what I'm saying? We're speaking about it on this live. So, you know what I mean? Too much.
But I think it's beautiful though that, you know, we're all able to come together, man, and you know, feed off each other. That's, you know, that's the most beautiful thing. And it's like, you know, there's not a lot of you know, fields, you know what I mean, just in general that really come together like this game does. You know what I mean? Regardless if niggas got different of, you know, I mean, of opinions, niggas might not agree with every goddamn thing, but overall, you know, it's respectful. You know what I mean? And that's a blessing, you know. And, you know, that's why, man, I love this shit, you know, more than anything, because it's the brotherhood is beautiful, you know what I mean?
Yeah, 100%.
Ain't nothing like it.
No, and then speaking on the brotherhood, especially here in Southern California, the aspect of having that brotherhood is so much more important, you know, because back in, you know, the 90s, early 2000s, especially even late 80s, because there were so many men, gentlemen from the congregation came from different tribes and different factions, the South Central and the Valley and all these places. If they met through the game, they're gonna ask themselves, am I gonna be doing what I was doing before, or am I, or am I gonna conduct some pimping? And this stopped a lot of wars. It made people have more of an understanding with each other. Enemies became, representatives of the game and put that shit behind them. So, you know what I'm saying? Like, it created a lot. When you say brotherhood, it was a brotherhood of it was like, comparing it like the masonry. You know what I'm saying? Like we got our good people, we got our good people, and like you said, more of like a church setting. We got our congregation. We selectively picked our congregation because, you know what I'm saying, the game opened up. You know what I'm saying? The game reached us. You know what I'm saying? At the end of the day, you do what I'm talking about. So yeah, man, that's why, man.
Yeah.
Look, y'all, we got about 4 more minutes left. Y'all wanna keep it in the mix, or y'all wanna take it to the streets?
Oh, man, we could definitely, recharge the spirit, man, and keep it going, man.
No, look, taking it to the streets. Look, taking it to the streets is the main page.
Let's take it to the streets, yeah.
I love you, Sophie. That nigga got Pimpin to do. That nigga want to go fit.
You know what I'm saying? What y'all want to do? Y'all want to start back up in the VIP, or y'all want to go? No, y'all ready to go to the streets?
I'm ready. We've been ready, man.
The Pimp and Teddy know what I mean. Let me know something. Pimp and Teddy. Pimp and Teddy said take it to the streets. Y'all want to go to the streets? Okay.
For that black and gold top.
Yeah, man. It's up to y'all, man.
Gonna start it back up on the. Yeah, okay. If they take it to the streets. What we gonna talk about though? You know what I want to talk about? Daytona. I want you to explain. Yeah. We go to the streets, Daytona. I want to pull you up, and I want you to explain the difference in why, when it comes to the game, why the pimping is so fly, right? Based on the word the robber, or the you know what I'm saying? El Chapo's wife slamming him up against the wall. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like that. I want to speak on that. I want to speak on why when it comes to the game and making money, why it's more than just you know what I'm saying? All just the extra, just little beautiful things that come with the
extra little attributes. All the little features.
Right, versus why everybody else's style sucks.
Yeah, or they're stale. Why they're stale.
Yeah, why they're just not that pleasant.
Intriguing. Yeah, definitely, P. We could definitely dig into that, because that definitely, it's a lot of people that need to get clarity on that level of just understanding, P. Because a lot of people, they just, as long as a motherfucker got the look and the money and the materialistic things, motherfuckers will trick their brain to think that this is the flyest route to go, and they miss the whole how did it come, the character, behind how it manifested. You know what I mean? And that's definitely good to dig into, P. Let's really talk about the process on how it manifested.
Right.
It's the spirit that's in this kind of individual, the soul that this kind of person, has. You know what I mean? All that matters.
All right, Charlotte. About to start it back up on the perspective page. Y'all ready? All right, come on. To the streets. I want to say to the moon, Batman, but to the streets. All right, come on, y'all.